Hello guys, this is Becca, and I came across a collab that I want to participate in. It is called #GlueBookSunday. This collab is hosted by Clever Duck and her sister Coop's Place. And what it is they're using a little mini composition notebook. And I thought I had some new ones, but either I've used them all, gifted them, or misplaced them. Because I have looked and looked, and I don't have any new ones and have no way of getting any right now, today. So, I'm going to compensate for it. And I am going to take this one that my dog got a hold of and chewed it up, the one corner of it. But I'm going to make this look nice. I started out using it as an address book, but then I didn't keep up with it. I only have a few pages in here that I really didn't even put down addresses. I just used it as scrap paper after Macy got a hold to the, I think it was Macy, I'm pretty sure it was Macy, got a hold to it and chewed it up. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this. I am going to put a new cover. I'm just going to glue something over the top of this to make it nice and neat. Put me some washi tape for a binding, and then I'm going to prep my inside papers by adding cardstock or either cardstock or pattern scrapbook paper, probably cardstock if I can. And I am going to prep this to use for what's it called? #GlueBookSunday. Now that I just come across these channels, I've just subscribed to them when I found this collab going on, and so I am going to get my book prepped. I'm not going to put this clip up until I have my book prepped. Then I'll come back and share with you what it looks like, and go from there. We'll see what we can make out of this little book right here. Alright guys, I'll see you in the blink of an eye. Okay guys, I wanted to give you a quick look of the cover, the front and back cover of my glue book, my composition notebook. I took some cardstock, glued it on the front of my book. Then I opened it up and put a piece of white cardstock for the front. Now I did not tear off the old cover. I just glued 2 pieces of cardstock over the cover. I did that again for the back. I trimmed around the edge the way the book was going, the rounded edges. Put a piece of cardstock there. So now my book, you can see where the pages are still, they still tore. But I wanted to show you the covers. I put a little piece of paper here, and I put #GlueBookSunday at, let me put my glasses on where I can see what I wrote. At Clever Duck Creations and Coop's Place Crafts. That's the two sisters that's doing this collab. They started doing it, between the two of them. And they said, they would like for us to join in if we would like to. So, they've already been doing it probably about a month. But I'm just going to start where I'm at and go from here and try to do a video every Sunday for Glue Book Sunday. So like I said, I will have their links in the title. But I'm not through. Now I'm going to go and prep my pages. And what they did was they glued 2 pages together. So the composition book has 50 pages in it. They glued 2 pages together. So that's going to give them 25 pages since they're gluing 2 together. They did that to make the pages, more sturdy. So I'm going to go now and I'm going to go glue my pages together. And I will see you in a bit. Okay, guys, I'm back. But this is technically, not just technically, this is Monday morning. I didn't get to finish my project yesterday. Just ran out of time. So I know I'm getting this up on Monday, and it's supposed to have went up on Sunday, but I wanted to finish it. And I'm not sure where I left off, but I think I showed you the cover. This is the items I'm going to use to do my page. I went ahead and prepped this front cover. I'm not sure yet what I'm going to put on it. But I just put some paper on there because it was written on the first 2 or 3 sheets, and this book was written on. So I put some scrapbook paper on it and some washi tape, and I'm going to figure out what I'm going to do with that. I started to say I'd make it the title page, but I have the name on the front. I have hashtag Glue Book Sunday at Clever Duck Creations and Coop's Place Crafts. And I put that on there. Then I put me some scrapbook paper here on these 2 pages. And I did that because they were wrote on. And then I glued together 2 sheets. I haven't put any scrapbook paper on any other page except for, I'm just checking and making sure they're not stuck together at the wrong place. I put some scrapbook paper on this page because when I glued these 2 together and I was fixing to glue the other 2 together, I put the glue on the wrong page. So I had to go ahead and put a piece of scrapbook paper down on it. And then I glued the 2 together. But you see where my dog chewed on it. She was a puppy at the time, and it had fell off the table, and she got it and was chewing on it. And I didn't realize it. Well, I haven't used it anything but just to write down things I need to remind myself of. Now this last page is only 1 sheet, so I'll have to put some good scrapbook paper on it to make it thick. But that is the completed book. So now we're going to actually do our page, which is going to be right here. I have my coffee. It's actually early morning Monday. It's like 6 a.m. Let me grab my glue. So, and my glue magazine, if I can find it. There it is. Okay. Now, I have this little piece here that I want to put up here at the top to cover where that piece of scrapbook paper didn't go all the way to the top. Sorry if my head's in the way. Okay, and then I had a flower. Yesterday I kind of laid it out like I wanted it, but because of me not being able to finish it yesterday, I'm gonna have to figure it out again how I want it. So I wanted this flower right here to cover that part. Then I think the next thing was this right here to cover that part. I think that's what I was gonna do. Now, this is where I'm going to have to figure out some things. Let me turn this page because that's sticky. Alright, let's see. I think I had this right here. I'm doing a doll layout. I had this right here, like this, I think. This one right here. Oh, let's see. This one right here, maybe. This one up here, like that. Now, I can put this one to give this a little bit more blue on this side. I can put that right there. Okay, that's the way I want to go with that. So let me go ahead and glue this little piece right here. Glue the little boy down. If you've been around very long, you know that I collect dolls. But if you're new coming in because of this collab, I collect dolls, reborn dolls, and I have a doll channel. That I share my dolls. I do collabs with other, doll channels, and I just enjoy sharing my dolls. I always have the links to all of my social media in the description of every video, if you'd like to go check that out. So it's fitting, that I would do a doll layout. Okay, I want to get the liquid glue because this is chipboard. Well, it's not as thick as I thought it was. No, it's just cardstock. I was thinking it was chipboard. I'll go ahead and use the stick glue. I'm going to put that right there. I guess I'm going to use the stick glue. Yeah, it's sticking. Okay, now we need to put this one on. Put her right here. And do these right here. Okay. Now I have some little fireflies. I think is what they're supposed to be. They're a little ephemera. I'm just going to put these around. So one right there. And I may put this lantern here. Just to give it a, you know, a little bit of something else in those spaces. Okay, now I thought I had more gold stars. I was going to add a gold star somewhere. That's the only one I have. Hey, you know what? I can put that gold star right there on that star. Right there. How about that? That will work. Now then. Okay, let me... Now, my star came off. Let me grab my towel here and wipe my fingers off. All right, guys. That is my layout, my spread for hashtag Glue Book Sunday. Like I said, this is a new collab for me. I just come across it. I shouldn't have put that washi tape, I don't think, right there, because that's kind of... Maybe I'll take it off of that. I don't know if I will or not. Okay, that's somewhat better. So I'm just going to take this and find another sheet and put it on it. There we go. Okay, like I said, this is a new collab for me. I just came across it Saturday, I believe it was. And I was watching some of the videos and was thinking that I would like to join, but I didn't actually do anything about it until yesterday, Sunday. And then I said, well, I am going to see if I can find. I knew I was supposed to have, or I thought I had, some brand new composition books this size, mini composition books, but apparently I've already used them up and maybe gifted them to someone, or I don't know, I can't find them, or either I've hid them from myself. I'm bad about doing that. But I had this one sitting here that I just write things down real quick that I need, or I was started out using it as an address book, but that didn't pan out. I didn't continue using it for that. So I started just using it to write things down real quick that I needed to remind myself. And because of that chewed place on it, I really couldn't do a whole lot with it, you know, or I didn't think I could. And then when I couldn't find my other composition books, I said, well, I'm just going to make do with that. I'll just cover it with, you know, there at the bottom where it's chewed, I'll just let scrapbook paper go over that, and cover the front and back, and we'll have us a nice little mini book for hashtag Glue Book Sunday. So I am going to have the hashtag in the title, as well as these two ladies. Like I said, they're sisters, and they started out doing this as a project between themselves, but then they invited us to join in if we'd like to. So I will have their links in the title as well. Go check them out. See if this would be something you'd like to join in and do. And I'm going to go for now. I hope you've enjoyed the process here of my mini composition glue book. Alright guys, I'm going to let you go for now. Hope you all have a great rest of your day. I will see you in the next one. Bye.